In the next two lectures, we will be now having a bird's eye view of the commercial uses of the process of fermentation. We will not go into much detail of this fermentation process because you will read much more about it, you will study much more about it in the courses which are definitely specifically associated with the process of fermentation, for instance, in the biotechnology degree course. Fermentation, perhaps we can say, is one of the most primitive scientific use of science. It's very primitive. I mean, from the very advent of the civilization, of the human civilization, they have been making use of microorganisms for producing food or producing chemicals or whatsoever. Microorganisms not only are very helpful for us to understand the biology of different processes, but they also give us a lot of products, especially the food products. These, the different metabolic processes which occur in the microorganisms or due to the microorganisms, they give specific texture, shape, and taste to the food. In addition, in the modern industrialization, you make use of fermentation process to make certain chemicals or food on industrial level also, not only at domestic level. I am थोड़ा सा fermentation of food की तरफ बात करें. You all are familiar with one of the most frequently used product of fermentation, dahi, yogurt. It is formed by the lactobacillus bacteria because of the fermentation process which gives rise to the formation of lactic acid, जो कि फिर दही को दूध में जमने में मदद करता है. Then there is propionic bacterium which ferment milk to produce propionic acid and carbon dioxide. Propionic acid जो होता है फिर मिल्क की जो प्रोटीन्स हैं ना उनको प्रेसिपिटेट आउट करने में हेल्प आउट करता है. Of course, the carbon dioxide is, I mean, whenever we are talking about fermentation, carbon dioxide is a product. And carbon dioxide is used in the carbonation process, which gives rise to texture and specific shape to the food particles or to whatever you are going to make. Cheese is very important example here. Then there are all sorts of food items. There are pickles, there are sausages, there is soy sauce, there is kimchi, there is kefir, there is kombucha. I mean, आप नाम लेते जाएं जिनमें ये fermentation का process इस्तेमाल हो रहा है. And from this you can understand how important commercially this process of fermentation is, how industrially also. I mean, इसलिए जो भी कौमें तरक्की करती हैं वो हमेशा यूज़ करती हैं नेचुरल, नेचर ने जो बनाए हुए अपने प्रोसेसेस उनको किस तरह यूटिलाइज किया जा सकता है, हाउ दे कैन रियली मेक यूज ऑफ नेचुरल प्रोसेसेस, एंड फर्मेंटेशन इज वन दैट प्रोसेस. So there is another important part of fermentation is that it helps to lower down the pH. और इससे क्या होता है, चीज़ें ख़राब नहीं होती हैं, तो आपकी फूड नहीं ख़राब होती. इसके अलावा जो फूड जानवर खाते हैं चारे के तौर पर, उसकी भी पीएच को ये मेंटेन रखती है, वो भी पे बड़ी सही रहती है. अगेन इन बेवरेजेस, मिसाल के तौर पर बियर प्रोडक्शन, वाइन प्रोडक्शन, इसमें भी फर्मेंटेशन का प्रोसेस बहुत इस्तेमाल. मिसाल के तौर पर जब बियर को हम बनाते हैं तो इसमें बार्ले सीड्स को हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं और एथेनॉल प्रोड्यूस होती है. ऑफ कोर्स एथेनॉल इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस ड्रिंक्स. malting का process होता है. I mean, the polysaccharides are converted into smaller molecules like disaccharides or monosaccharides, और इस सारे process में हाइड्रोलाइटिक एंजाइम्स पैदा होते हैं, यानी हाइड्रोलाइटिक एंजाइम्स यूज होते हैं इस कन्वर्जन में. इसके अलावा ऑब्वियसली जो फेड दीज मॉलिक्यूल्स विद यीस्ट, देन यीस्ट को मिक्स किया जाता है इसके साथ, यीस्ट फिर ऊपर फेड करता है और इससे फिर obviously ना सिर्फ yeast अपने आप को propagate करता है, but also it produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. Alcohol is used here for the purpose of making alcohol, and of course carbon dioxide for the purpose of carbonation, which gives the specific taste to this drink. In this way, you can see that how making use of this simple biological process, we can really get a lot of commercial uses, especially in food and in the drinks. And you will later also see in chemical industry also the importance of this fermentation.